let's go. Okay, here. Welcome to Don's Garage Podcast. We are here with me, Tommy, the star of the show, Don Barry, and our special guest, Jace Rhodes. All right. But first thing first is we have to settle something. Now, Don refuses, because he's an old man, to wear his headphones.
I have hearing aids, man.
So he won't wear.
I can hear, but I can hear better if you shut that goddamn fan off over there.
Oh, you can't hear because of the fan. But Jace, put the headphones on, and you don't want to wear them. But this is a test.
Test it out here.
All right, put the headphones in, talk, and then can you hear the mic or the fan in the headphones?
I cannot hear the fan
in the headphones. All right. So would you rather sweat a bunch, or
does he look like he's sweating? No. Do I look like I'm sweating? No.
I am.
You're the only one that's sweating.
I am. I did. I had to put this together. I ran. I am.
Right.
I'm a little chunkier.
Jason and I sat here and talked about old times and shit.
I'm a little chunkier.
That's why you're all sweaty.
I'm a little chunkier than the other ones. Hey, I get it. All right. So we have Jace Rhodes here today.
So what was the decision? Fan off or on? I say fucking off.
All right, then I guess we'll turn it off. All right, go turn.
You got to
turn it off.
You got a sound kid.
We have Hale in the back. He's our
Hale
roadie.
Rhodes. He's our roadie today.
Roadie of the week, Hale Rhodes. We're gonna do credits for this next one. We'll have Hale be in the credits.
Oh, it's so much better. My Lord, that's
okay.
Better.
It is. All right.
What a
Donnie
difference a fan makes.
Donnie won.
The way it should be.
You did. All right. So, okay. How long you've known Jace since he's been?
Okay, I met Jace when he was probably, man, he couldn't have been a month old, maybe 2 months old, something like that. It was okay. Dusty had just come to town. Jace and he was a counselor at the middle school. So he split between what was then Roosevelt and John Adams. But I had got my coaching endorsement, and I wanted to be an assistant coach, a volunteer assistant, and I hadn't met him or anything. And Brandenburg had set it up, so I was going to get in all this stuff. But Dusty talked to the Fort Dodge people about what I was like. And so, you're going to love Don's Garage. You're going to love this and that. You know what I mean? You love drinking beer with Don and talking wrestling with Don. This. And Dusty thought that I'd be a big fat guy with overalls and shit. And so I come in. I had actually just come out of court, so I got a suit and tie on. I mean, not a suit and tie, but a sports coat and tie. And I go into John Adams to see a kid, and there's Dusty. I go, that's got to be Dusty. His eyes were rolling around his head in different directions. You know what I mean? I said, that's got to be him. And so I go, I'm Don Barry, and he's looking at me because eyes roll in different directions anyway, like they're going all over. I go, fuck, he doesn't like me, man. Because the way he's looking at me up and down, like, what the fuck? He goes, hey, you go in my office. I'm like, what the fuck? I haven't even met you, you know? And so I go in there, and he goes, you're Don Barry? I go, yeah. Well, I don't know. I didn't expect you to look like that.
And I like how you that story tied in with Dodgers. You always got, that is like your second home. You always connect it. You talk about
good.
it.
It's a nice place.
They're good people.
Yes, they are. They're great people. They're great people. Yeah.
Don's from there. That is his original stomping
But anyway,
grounds.
so we're in there. I'm talking to him, and then once Molly comes to the school to show them Jace, right away he told me to fuck off.
It's like a 2-month-old.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
I remember that actually.
You're right. Yeah, Jason remembers.
It started a long relationship.
But anyway, so I'm still trying to get the job as a volunteer assistant at Macy High School. So I'm sucking up hard to Dusty. You know what I mean? And then I said to Molly, I go, oh, Mrs. Rhodes, did you adopt? And she goes, no, I had the baby. Oh my gosh, you look so nice. And then Dusty looks at me like, you are a fuck up. I mean, you are a fucker. I like you.
Yeah, that did it.
So
that's how I met Jace.
All right. And then it just go into you around Jace as a kid a lot. And then you
all the time.
All right. And did you ever lie to him?
I call him small boy. Because he was not, in fact, if I slip up and call him small boy. And also, he could not say please. He said Peebo. And we called him Peebo. So if we slip up and call Jace Rhodes Peebo or small boy, it's the way it is.
I'll turn my head if I hear Peebo.
Right.
Yeah, that's my name.
Right.
Yeah, so you just lie to him all the time. And
Molly
would get mad.
Yeah, I told him like that.
Molly would get
that I
mad.
was an astronaut. And
I remember you telling me at Nationals that one year. How old was I?
You weren't very old.
It was in Omaha.
Like six.
You said you climbed Mount Everest, you swam the Pacific Ocean, and you went to the moon in a week.
Yes.
And even then, I kind of had an idea of like
6 or 7
these accomplishments, and I was like, well, and I was like, are you serious?
Right. You looked at The way you should look up at me. Yeah.
And then you told me every time I open my mouth, the truth comes out.
That's right.
Every
No,
time.
it's whenever my lips move,
Yeah,
the truth is coming out.
exactly.
Rest assured of that.
Did his mom ever get mad at you for Jace coming home and telling them just some outrageous line? Be like, did you know Tom
You can't tell him those things.
ran across America 8 times like Forrest Gump?
He ate it all up. At one time, I do remember one time, Jace said I still think it's a lie. He was about 3, and we had just left Mason City, and he claimed that he could see Molly's mom and dad's dog, Brody, in Alden, Iowa. He claimed
I had really good vision back then.
well, apparently he did.
I could see him.
From what he claimed.
Brody.
I'm getting hot. Can we turn that fan on?
Are you kidding?
Oh my god,
I'm getting hot now.
Oh, God.
dude. We tried.
Yeah, turn the
we
fan on,
tried,
Hale.
We tried to say it. We tried.
I didn't realize it made that much of a difference. I've been working livestock all day at the Floyd County Fair. I run the show for the Sedgwick
that was
brothers.
Such a quick turnaround.
Oh yeah, that's a lot better.
Yeah.
All right, strike that from the record. I stand corrected. The fan was better.
And I'm all sweaty. just
I
like,
hate to say
victory.
Tommy was right, but
Oh, that
I'll
got
say
me
it. Tommy,
sidetracked.
hey, I love you, man. You were right.
All right, I love you
shot,
too.
Tommy.
I love everybody here.
Good call.
Even Hale?
Yeah, I love Hale. Hale did make me cry one time. We'll get back to
Me
that
too.
later.
I cried with it when you got beat
Hold
out
on.
state tournament your senior year. I cried.
I think we all did.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, you made it. And he didn't get what I was saying. Like a week
Dustin's
later,
still crying.
I was like, "You made me cry."
No kidding.
And Hale thought I was like being serious. He's like,
You
"What?
caught
What'd
that.
I do? What'd I do?" All right, hey,
Well, hey, as long as
yeah, you can. So I joked. I was serious though. A week later, it was like after the state tournament, but it was like he was losing a match at districts, and he like ended up pinning the guy, and I was just so happy for Hale. I started crying, so I started giving him shit about making me cry and telling people like, "Hale made me cry," and like, "What'd you do?" I'm like, "You won a match. I got so emotional, I cried."
it's good. You can do that. That's good. Though.
Yep. You're talking about when I won that Pella match, right?
Yeah.
You guys,
At
hey,
districts?
I
You
cried,
guys are
and you made
very-
me cry. And
you guys are very close to the
it's
very
not
family.
it's not
Yeah.
remorseful.
But hey, I want to talk about another lie. This one, Hale, I think told. I think it was a lie. It was right after you guys moved from the Highlands to Parker Drive, and Hale said that he could find his way to the swimming pool. You
No
remember
way.
that?
Oh, I
100%
remember
did.
saying no way you could find
Yeah,
your way.
yeah. You go, no, I could find it.
I still
Hell
to this
no,
day
you
believe that
could
I
not.
could.
You could not.
You cannot
the
find
pool,
your-
dude.
All right.
I
So
don't know if
anyway,
you could
All
today.
right, and Hale's in the background. We don't have a second camera set up. We'll get that. But Hale's in the back. He should actually be in the. He better be better eye candy for the ladies than having me like, sweating. Like that.
Show him the chain. Go show him the chain.
Come up. Come
Yep,
up. Show him the
Get in
chain.
front of the camera, dude.
hey, come on up, brother. Come on in. Oh shit.
You know what? We just here. We'll crowd you in. Here.
Crowd me in.
So
Yeah.
show him the chain.
Yeah, I have. Yes, I have a chain on. And Jace makes
Bro!
fun of me for
Woo!
it every time.
All right.
Damn.
All right. Hey, we'll in the intermission we'll crowd you in. We just got to get a second mic. Or not second mic, a second camera.
Second
We'll
camera.
get to it on the. But yeah, so we gotta. So you lied to him a bunch.
Okay, and one time, all the grandparents were busy. I don't know what was going on, but they were all busy. So they needed a grandparent to go to the school visits. So I went. And I started out in Hale's room, and because he was in kindergarten, I think. And they had a real little tiny bathroom in there.
Private bathroom in there.
Yeah. And I was good with Hale because he was a little kid and shit. You know what I mean? And then I went to your room, and the first thing I told you was, I go, you know, Hale's got his own bathroom in that room. And he goes, yeah, that's for those little kids. You know, they have to go. Well, I took a shit in there. And he's, you can't do that. You can't do that. What grade were you in? Like second?
I was in second grade.
Second grade. No, you can't do that, man. And I go, oh, I did, man. People looked at me funny. I didn't know, you know.
Yeah.
And then,
That's a good thing to tell a second grader.
and he was,
And then we had the plants too.
yeah, he was growing this. He had this little plant he was growing. Okay, now both the Rhodes boys, from the time of their existence, every male they've been around chews.
Yeah.
They're all wrestlers. They pretty much everyone chews. So always somebody's going. And so he's got this little thing, this little plant he made. It's in a Dixie cup. And I'm sitting there talking to him. Once I pick it up. I set it back down. He goes, "What you doing?" I go, "Spit my chew in there, man." And he goes, "You can't do that. You can't do that." Oh God.
Yeah, that was a good grandparents' day.
Right.
Oh yeah, you would go to school for Grandparents' Day for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
They couldn't find a better grandparent. The guy lying to a second
they were
grader
all
about
busy.
pooping in a
They're all busy.
trainer.
I mean, I'm like number 5 up.
I got you.
Right.
You stepped up and you did your thing. They got a good grandpa
Right.
experience,
It's
and
now-
it was probably memorable because you
Now the
probably did
reason
some
that
weird
I was
stuff.
both of the boys' confirmation sponsor because I'm
We'll
the
get to
only
that.
friend that Dusty has that isn't a heathen.
That's right. That's right.
We'll get to that, yeah.
Straight and narrow.
Right.
All the way.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are. They're both.
It was weird talking
You were
about
both Hale and
literally
Jace's
we had to sit
confirmation
down and have very
sponsor.
serious conversations about religion.
We did.
We
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
I mean, I really got to know you then. I mean,
Yeah.
as a man, young man, both of you. And it's tough when you're like in your 60s and you're dealing with people that are smarter than you, that are like in their 16 years old.
You think Hale was
But
smarter
yeah.
than you?
They were both 4-point students. I was not.
What was your GPA?
189.
Oh,
So you
I
did
nearly
better
had
than-
a C average.
You did
pretty
better.
good.
Than
I went to
him in high
Ellsworth
school.
Junior College for a reason. Cornell, they recruited us out of high school, and they came in, and they said, well, they call you on your phone back home then, and we're gonna come see you. They came in and we saw them drive in. I saw them go to the counselor's office. About half an hour later, we saw them go get in their car and leave. These fuckers are idiots, man.
They saw your grades in class.
They said,
These guys can't.
I don't know. Yeah.
Weapons City, Iowa, baby.
So yeah, your spiritual mentor, and hey, is a good.
Yeah,
one.
I was literally both of the kids' confirmation sponsors, and we took it seriously. We did what we had to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we had.
Except I went to the wrong church for Hale's
You did?
because it was during COVID, so I hadn't been to the church.
Did you freak out? Did you have a
Hale,
freak out?
Hale was confirmed during COVID, so he would come over here and breathe his COVID breath on me and shit, trying to get me infected.
That
Fuck
was his
you, old
plan.
man.
He wanted to get ready. I do.
Oh,
So yeah.
Yeah.
So that hey, it's good for them.
You
You
could-
lied
Right.
to them a bunch. That's
so I pretty much take full credit for all their success.
all right.
Yes, as our spiritual
Hey,
mentor.
What are you laughing about?
You one time had to come in and talk to Jace when he was a little kid because he's being too mean to his little brother.
Oh my
Well,
lord, which time?
I don't remember ever being mean to Hale. I remember only being kind
I mean,
and
Dust,
loving.
your dad and mom were worried. They were. You were horrible to him.
Yeah, I was.
Hey, and
There were
with
moments.
each pound you gain that he's not, you remember that, Hale. That's someday you can just go out and fucking pound on the top of his head, scrunching.
That was when
I don't
would-
think he's believing that at all.
That would never happen.
Okay, now
there
here's-
was a time we would refer to Hale as Jace's bigger, stronger brother, just to be. That's all that.
No, you
Andy,
still do.
That's all that
There
Andy
was
refers to him
I know.
as.
okay, now here's something
But
that,
it's payback when you're mean
that
to
the
him when
Rhodes
you're
brothers.
8.
Here's something that the Rhodes brothers did. One day, my wife, who was like super mellow and went tattle on nobody, she comes out to the garage and she goes, "Dusty, I don't mean to, be a tattletale, but your boys are up on our roof." And I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, I can hear them up there. They're running around up on the roof."
We were.
Right.
I remember having to push Hale up there.
He stood on the air conditioner.
He stepped on my feet or my hands, and I had to push him up there.
Dusty comes up. Boys! There they are on the roof.
Yeah,
Get out!
it was fun.
Dusty.
It was fun up there.
And Jesse goes, "I wonder who was the instigator of that one."
Yeah.
Who knows?
Just
Oh.
being like, Dusty, my mom, Dusty, I don't mean to be a tattletale. You guys are just running around up on the roof.
Now, growing up, were you boys in constant fear of your mother just due to her sheer size?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Very scary.
The scary thing to me about Molly is her maiden name, Leto.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
piss off a Leto.
I was just gonna
Hey, you can
just gonna say
turn
that.
your hat around real
You know,
quick.
if
Turn
she-
your hat around real quick.
If you fuck up with mom, she'll hold it against you.
There we go.
Leto
All
show
right,
pigs,
here.
baby.
That is a good segue to something you wanted to talk about today. Talk about your morning.
Well, this morning it started with I got up at 4:30 and went to the
Pretty
hog
early.
barn, the hog barn
Just-
in Floyd County at the Floyd County Fair. And because Molly, Leto Pigs, Molly was raised on Hampshire hogs.
His mom, Molly.
His mom, Molly, Jimmy Leto, showed really good. And
Like pig royalty. If there's
Right.
any people out there in the pork game, they're
Right.
going to know what this means.
right,
A lot of people have no clue. But if
Right.
you're in the pork game, this is big.
my
big deal.
grandkids actually had 2 Leto Pigs. I won't say what kind of ribbon they got, but they were much improved today.
Whoa.
Ty's gonna kick my ass.
Whoa.
I can't wait, Molly. We're going to.
Oh.
All
No,
right.
they have unbelievable pigs, and Ty does too. I mean, they know what they're doing. Yeah,
I got a stocking cat I wear with the big ball.
I do too.
stocking
Yeah,
I do
cap.
too.
the
I do
blue
too.
one.
That shit's huge money. It's crazy. People have no idea the money involved in that.
All right,
stuff.
so you went to the
Yeah.
thing. All right, we got to get you back on
Okay,
track.
so the first thing we did, I walk in and we're washing them. Actually, Brian's washing them. Usually the boys, one boy slept in and one dad slept in, so we were doing it and shit, you know. But they're
shit up.
Sedgwicks, so they're like way bigger than me, so I do not lip off to them. I do lip off to them, and luckily
Oh,
none of
you
them
don't
killed me.
not ever not lip off to
I lip
someone
them
because they're
off
size.
constantly.
Yeah, like I didn't lip off
Constantly.
because they were big.
I
Like
did, yeah.
that stopped.
I know.
you.
I
It never
constantly,
stopped
I
you.
fuck with them nonstop. Especially Ian. Okay, he's the one that he'll be a senior, the nicest kid on earth. But he's first team all state in football.
He
He's
just
badass.
breaks up laughing whenever he sees you.
What's that?
He just breaks out laughing whenever he sees you.
Well, he thinks I'm gonna fuck with him.
Yeah, because you are.
Maybe a little.
Don's got some aura.
So yeah, you
Right.
Got some
gotta
aura,
go
too.
do.
But the 4-H fair, though, I mean,
You love it. It gives
I
you
love it.
memories
4-H,
of
FFA.
childhood.
I mean, it's such a cool thing to see. I mean, all these people, those parents have worked hard with the kids, and it's an incredible project. It's just a great philosophy, you know, and everybody there is smiling and happy, except the kids that lost, and it's not sale day when you're selling stuff. But I mean, it's just a good, wholesome atmosphere.
no, and it's good.
Yeah, it's fun
All right,
stuff.
and there's one other thing we need to talk about. You have to explain how you injured yourself. Jace was asking earlier.
Okay, well, so I get these. I'm allergic to some sort of soap, so I get this giant bars of soap. It's they're fucking big, man. It's beer soap. Okay, I prefer
Nice.
Budweiser, but I can only get Busch Light.
Oh, shit.
I-
So
at
it's
the
a
Hy-Vee.
push light soap.
Right, it's this
And it
giant
only
bar.
comes
So
in
I-
this giant
I-
heavy bar.
I cut them in half.
Why? What are you worried about? Why do you
Why
cut
cut them in half? Well, otherwise they don't fit up my butt.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. Well,
All right.
you can train for that.
Right.
You can,
Yeah,
you can,
right,
maybe cut it into 3/4. And,
Right. I started out there.
Right. But you really do it because you're worried about it falling and hurting you in the shower.
my feet. Am I? You know,
He's worried like
they've dropped
like,
and they
it's
can
gonna,
break
like,
your toe.
slip out of his hand
they're huge.
and smash his
Right.
foot.
No, these bars of soap are like this.
So he's
Like,
worried
I
about.
scrub them like.
He's worried about injuring himself.
the bar of soap.
Yeah,
So I'm-
because he thinks he's gonna slip
I'm
out of his
cutting it up.
hand.
I'm
and
in a hurry, believe it or not, and I fucking about sliced the tip of my thumb off.
so
I'm married-
that's a better alternative to slice up,
I got-
probably with a dull
Fuck.
knife.
I'm married to a nurse, so they have to diddle with it for a while. Flip the thing up, look at it, flip. I think I can think that, you know. Fuck no! Bring me to the fucking hospital, man.
She wasn't very impressed.
She's a nurse.
So you did cut yourself, or
Yes.
you almost did?
No,
Yes,
he did.
I did. Yeah,
Oh shit!
yeah.
Because
Sliced
it's like
right
a
down the
hard
nail.
bar of soap, and he doesn't probably have like
Yeah.
a properly sharp knife, and he's like, skits
Oh,
it
this,
out. and
I
he's like,
forgot I sharpened it, so I wasn't prepared. Fall.
He just, when he's in a hurry.
Yeah, this ain't good.
But he can't buy a smaller bar. It has to be that soap, and he has to cut
Has
it
to.
up. It's how the routine dictates it.
So it's beer soap.
Beer soap.
So like, does it smell like Busch Light?
Not really. It's got a good smell to it. you
So
know?
what is it? Did they put a little bit of beer in it
Well,
to
I
sell
ate
to
half
like?
a bar and I caught a buzz.
Nice. That's it.
Remind me of old times when I was a kid. I had to eat a lot of soap.
Yeah.
He did.
They did that.
I'm sure
what?
you
For
said
Another
that.
thing in school, you could make you eat bars of soap too if you fucking said the wrong shit.
And they would do that to you. I can't believe you wouldn't keep your mouth shut.
Actually, they never made me eat soap. They just paddled me all the time.
Okay, even better. Even better. Even better. You got anything else quick you want to get to?
I mean, hey man, we got a guy here. I know you don't want it to be about wrestling, but we're
you got to do your. All right, it's Donnie accolades time. Let's get him out. Let's go.
All right.
well, we're with a really, really good fucking wrestler.
I know
here.
you have. Did you do these? Do you have them with you?
No, I got it in my head.
Okay.
I mean, he was runner-up, fifth, and 2 fucking loaded brackets, and runner-up.
All right.
That's fucking hard to do in the
It
state
is.
of Iowa. It's hard to fucking place 4 times. It's hard, it's really hard to do. And he's the only guy in the room that this guy has walked out of the tunnel at the University of Iowa starting in the starting lineup. I mean, I would kill to do that, What was that fucking like?
Dude, awesome. It's I mean, it's hard to even describe, but it's like, I don't know. It's
So initially you're back in the back.
yes. So you warm up in the back, you go through the tunnel, when 25's going or whatever, and you kind of pace around back there, and then your walkout song.
Who's
song
with you?
comes on.
Who's with you?
Back there? It was Telford,
Okay.
because obviously Tom and Terry are
Sure.
Do you
Sure.
Do you want us to try and sneak Don back there the next time and just be like, this guy
yeah,
got
yeah,
Right.
we could get you in there.
Right.
Yeah.
But so so now you're ready to walk out and you're going to see
Yeah.
all these, 17,000 fans.
Yeah.
What, I mean, are you thinking about that? Are you thinking about how do you keep your focus off that? Because I'd be fucking freaked out.
I mean, I feel like I was surprisingly chill. I guess
Cool.
I didn't really think about the crowd really
Because you're trained.
Yeah, and I obviously it didn't go the way I wanted, but I think I had tunnel vision. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't think about the.
You had your
what people
focus
thought,
right.
what-
You
I
had your
just-
focus right.
Yeah,
That's
focus on
awesome.
my wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're type A personality, so
Right.
you're like good at like
Right.
getting done and like focusing on the task.
But so
Yeah.
you're there. You're ready to walk out. What's going through your head?
Well, obviously I'm nervous.
Okay.
As fuck.
Yeah. Okay. That's what, yeah.
But at the same
I'd be
time,
pissing my pants and shit.
at the same time, it's just it's a wrestling match.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
that's all you got to think.
Right.
Do what I do.
Right.
Fucking-
And it's like
a wrestling
something
match.
as a kid you grew up like thinking about. It wasn't like
Yeah.
you were like a kid from California that like Iowa got into the picture later. It was like I remember you like during nationals when we'd watch it here and you'd run track wrestling as like
Yeah, I
you
was
were,
a track wrestling guy.
when you were like 9 years old, better than all the adults,
Right.
and you'd be like, Dan Dennis is up on mat number 2.
Right.
And like so it's like you also grew up like watching that and being like, I want to do that in your head.
Yeah.
So it'd have been like a long accumulation of like it's crazy.
I mean, you're a humble guy, and you're a smart guy. You're a humble guy. You're talented. But we can walk in any restaurant, any bar in Mason City, anywhere in Silver County. You're the only person there that's done that. That's walked out and wrestled in a duel with the University of Iowa.
yeah.
You know
I
what?
ain't giving that shit away.
Not
bro.
always.
No.
Maybe we go to dinner with a guy by the name of Mike.
Euchre?
Yes, the guy from Osage. I think in the future we got to get Dusty, but we're gonna have a Dusty and Mike Euchre episode.
Okay,
That
now
would
we
be-
have
Dusty,
that
hold
would
on,
be
hold on.
electric.
Dusty Rhodes did enter the thing.
Dusty and Molly Rhodes are now in the house.
They entered.
They've entered the building.
Tommy and I are a minority among Rhodeses now. It's
right.
4-on-2. Tommy, should we stay or should we hit the road?
We're fine. We're too deep in. All right, and we'll make an editor's note, Matt. There's a certain song I want you, when I introduce you, to overlay it. There's a pro wrestler theme that I always like to theme with Dusty, and I sing to him. They'll
Let's
be
hear it.
going on in the background. You'll hear it later.
Okay.
It's just a common American dream. I used to just sing it all the time with your dad, or like, okay, so at state, he would like go into the elevator, and we'd go into the elevator with him, and then we'd have that like up on YouTube and like play, and then we'd just be like jamming to it in the elevator, and he gets so annoyed, and we'd just be like just jamming our heads.
Hey, I want to give you and Hale a life lesson about something right now.
Okay.
See, my wife just left. She's flying off to
Michigan.
Michigan, right out of Mason City, Iowa.
What's she doing there?
Going to visit
She
family.
won't say. She won't say. I don't know, man. I've only been married to her for like 44 years. You know what I mean? I don't. But anyway, when you're like, if this happens to you, like your wife leaves and say you're 70 and say you're going to go out and drink that night, turn on every light in your house so you can find your way to where you want to go
Oh yeah.
when you get home. So if you look at my house, every light in the house is on.
Because you're gonna need them. You're gonna need them for tonight.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna need them for tonight.
Yeah.
It's a booze day.
But she like turns them off for electricity. But you think she's almost trying to like half.
She's
get a
gone
fuck.
now.
But why do you think she turns them off just to
That's
mess
bad
with
news
you?
for you and Molly. But she's gone.
Oh yeah. All right, Donnie. You got through all your stuff. I got more.
I
notes.
actually have one
Hold
more.
on, one real quick thing. Actually,
Okay.
something with Dusty. We were talking about the Dusty Rhodes thing.
Okay.
Remember that time? So I was in high school, and this kid, it was Dusty's first year. He graduated and went to like the Marine Corps. Was in boot camp, and he came back and he's like, was talking to a bunch of guys, and he didn't know there was a Dusty Rhodes pro wrestler. So he's like, I was telling everybody about my high school coach, and he thought like Dusty was like famous and thought all his people in his like platoon knew Dusty, but it turned out that he was just the pro wrestler he was talking about. And he's like, no, they think the other guy. They don't know him.
Who was that?
Chris was his name.
Okay.
Remember he lost his headgear that one time? He had to go sprinting to go get it in the back.
Yeah, of course.
You about had a heart
Chris
attack.
Shanks.
Yeah, he about had
He's
a
a tough
heart.
fucker.
Yeah, he about had a heart attack when he
Yeah, he
forgot
gets
his.
up there ready to wrestle. Dusty looks at me calmly. Hey, Don, Shanks forgot his headgear. Go get it. So I immediately freak out.
It's freak
Full
out.
Yeah.
Go sprint across. And we're all 8 minutes. Go to God. All run down.
As fast as he can go. Just can't speak English.
What the fuck out of here,
This
man?
guy's having
I
a-
found a headgear. I fucking run up. I'm fucking out of breath. Fuck, throw it down. Sit still. This is the old vets.
He just lost his shit. He just run out. Like just can't. Because if he skits out bad enough, he can't like form sentences. He just makes sounds when he's at like his words. He when he says, there's one time where at Nyack and we'd always like mimic Don. We'll get to it. There's a great story through the kid, but we'd always be like, "Got." When he like into the one kid's like, why do you guys do it? And they're like, you'll see. Stephen from Texas. Stephen
Oh, yeah.
of the PH for
Yeah.
Texas.
Yep.
And we'd always, Stephen Gilbreth, and we'd always like, "Got." And he's like, why do you guys do it? And like Steve Kelly would be like, you'll see. And then one day, Yahtzee doesn't make weight. And he's like saying he's not going to go on to the tournament. And you see Steven coming up and he's like, he's doing it. He can't speak English. And we're like, we told you.
It's a problem.
I don't know if I've ever really seen that.
Oh, yeah.
No, you do.
Dusty's seen it a
When-
thousand
like,
times.
I
As
don't-
soon as that
no,
starts, Dusty like,
No, one of
yeah.
the greatest things ever. When you were a little kid and you didn't mean to troll him, but it made us laugh like one of the hardest I've ever laughed.
I trolled him.
You didn't mean to. You were just mimicking him because you're little. So we used to have this like dog that my sister dropped off. Don't go on the tangent, but he had it and it would shed a lot. And it would come, and that's when we used to hang out in the other little garage out there. And Dusty's allergic to dogs. So he would come in and he's like, Dusty's allergic to dogs. And he'd yell at it to get out. And he'd go, get out. And you would hear him do that. One time the dog came in and you were like, get out. Like mimicking him. And we all just like laughed so hard. And you didn't get why we did it because you're like probably like 5, but you're like 4. You just heard Dom go, get out.
Now, I
wish
want to
I
say
remembered
for
that.
sure that while all the years that Dusty and I coached together is 10, with Molly here, Dusty only came over maybe once every 2 weeks. Seriously, Molly.
And if he,
Molly, remember, when these lips are moving, the truth is coming out.
all right, I just want to, I don't know. I've heard this rumor that other coaching staffs will do this. This is like a rumor in sports that sometimes like say if they're like on a long, like a trip on a Saturday for a long tournament and they come home. This is a rumor, so it might not be true. But they'll like tell their wives, like, "Hey,"
and he was involved. I mean, he was along.
But sometimes you'd be like,
"These guys went."
You be at a tournament. Say maybe the bus is gonna arrive at 8, but you tell your wives it's taking a lot longer, and it might not arrive until 10. Has that ever happened in wrestling?
Well, one thing I can tell you for sure that I've never been in a charter or a bus that we would be at like Boondocks, which is halfway in between Des Moines and there. And have people make locker room noises, and we will call our wives and say, "We can't get these kids out of here." Ah, man, it's hard to move.
Where were you guys?
We can't get them out of here.
At a gas station getting beer, calling their wives, pretending like they're in a gas station.
Buy us a couple of hours of shit.
Dusty's shaking his head for the people in the background. We
one
don't have a
day,
second
one day,
camera. It'd be
Julie
great for this.
catches Dusty and I at a gas station. You know, and she's starting to yell at me and Dusty. He's a counselor. I send him out to talk to her. You know, he goes, "Julie, he's not doing anything different than he normally does. Maybe we're a little early, but he came back from a meet. He's been drinking. He's going to continue drinking." You know?
It's good with words.
It's so good that Dusty wasn't only a guy to coach with, but he's also a counselor.
Right.
He can work with my wife.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got to piss.
All right. I guess.
Hang on. Before you go, hang on. In your mom and dad's presence, I just want to say, I want to tell you boys, because you're now old enough to know this. Guys, you can view pornographic material on your phones.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
We're allowed to now?
Yeah. I'm not saying you're allowed to, but I just let you know. All right,
figured that out.
Okay, thank you.
We have to take a pee break for the young people and a dribble break for the old man. It is what it is. But anyway, a big shout out to our sponsors. Just the other day, 2 of my teeth fell out, and I called my dentist, and it was Bergmeyer Dentistry and Regeneration, and right there, the Bergmeyer family, and I went in and they regenerated my teeth.
We can rebuild him. We have the technology.
Regenerate.
Yeah, it's very experimental. It doesn't happen a lot, but yeah, Bergmeyers are regenerating teeth now.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, no,
Incredible.
Hardly anyone knows it. Yeah, but anyway, so just keep them in mind. Bergmeyer Family Dentistry and Tooth Regeneration.
They don't actually do that. That's just like a regular family.
Let's get them to do that.
Dentist office that is up to date in technology.
We have the technology.
Don't get me that wrong, but
Right.
they're not doing
Regeneration.
futuristic, like years ahead of its time.
Well, Don was the first.
They're on their stuff.
Hey, if they haven't, they will.
Yeah.
I believe in Bergmeyer Dentistry.
Yeah, I know it's a great place.
With a faith born not of words, but of deeds.
Yes, and we let
That's part of the FFA creed. I just got
we
back
let
from
Molly in here
from the farm.
because she said
from
she
the
went. That's where
fair.
she goes. So that's how the Rhodes got let in here.
But another
That's
thing.
we asked that question,
What's
and
that?
we asked them if they like Fat Hill Brewing, and if you go to Bergmeyer Dentistry, and you're like, all right, you're good to go.
And okay, Fat Hill, man. We cannot say enough about Fat Hill. These guys right here, they got me through a pandemic. I mean, they're that
you
kind of
did.
people.
You kept his sanity, John. I thank you. He might have lost his mind.
Without you guys, I might not be here.
It was a hard
I
time.
might still be up on the roof.
And then if you didn't supply him with his booze on his 2 booze days, he'd like. If we did that, we should just do one on a Tuesday so you can see how like it's just all hyped up.
How many times did you mow the yard today? 3 times. I can't wait till Wednesday.
I can't do enough.
You do things like over and over, anything.
can't do enough
Anything
repetitive
to
stuff.
not think about.
Because I'm retired and have
What you
nothing
really
to
wanna do.
but have to keep busy. So then I just do it with repetitive tasks.
That's one thing when I go down to Brooks, because they have, like, their pool area is all bricking, so it's little things can grow up in there, you know, and I fucking hate them. I want to kill all of them, every weed that grows there. And I buy all this stuff and kill them all, every time I'm there, forever. Well, Jace, how's the, like, school? What are you majoring in?
Exercise science.
Cool.
Trying to be a physical therapist.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Moving back to Mason City then, I assume.
Baby, dude.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
I fuck with Mason City.
All right, let's go.
Now, that is good news.
It is.
I mean, that's good news.
really
I mean,
do.
it's good news to hear that someone who's he's in college and successfully in college would certainly consider coming back to Mesa City. That says something about Mason City.
It does.
Or it says that you're fucking weird. I mean, I don't know.
Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah. I like to surround myself with the most normal people that I can.
That's it.
Thank God it wasn't my drink.
Speaking of of not normal people, I think to like try and get clicks in this day and age, what's like good with the YouTube algorithm is I'm just gonna title this Epstein Survivor episode and be like, I have an interview with an Epstein survivor.
Yeah, that's me. I
And then-
survived it.
Tommy, do you know anything about coming back to Mason
Do you know
City?
how he got sent? His father took him to a real fancy hotel, and it was a Ritz-Carlton. And then you know what they did? They gave him a little furry jacket in exchange, and he handed his son over to Epstein. That's a joke. That's a joke.
They
But-
treat you nice over there.
Remember the Ritz jacket?
I sure do.
The Ritz.
Yep, that was Here we go.
But in the younger Dusty, he used to have this. JC used to have a younger Dusty, like when you were like real little. He had this Ritz jacket. That's why I was that whole thing was a reference to get
Ritz
Dusty
jacket.
going.
It
in
was
the
like his
background.
wrestling suit. I mean, for
But
him.
It was like
It was his special
it's
suit.
Like him and Don were gonna go out late and just be at somewhere. Just be at.
I look at you like, oh, fuck, he's got the Ritz jacket on. Shit.
Shit's about to get real.
Julie, you're going to have to fix up.
He shows up. It's just like black furry thing. And I went out with Dusty in the Ritz jacket. Those were just
It was helpful when we brought Jake Phillips in to calm him down.
I was with Jake Phillips last night. We had a few beers.
You don't bring Jake in to calm anyone down.
No.
Let's add napalm to this fire and see if it goes somewhere.
Oh.
What
still have it?
is it? Did Molly burn it one day? Just like, I'm tired of it. Just take it out. No.
Do you still have it? Fuck.
There's like probably some.
No, Dusty. No, don't tell me that.
That should be enshrined in the Mason City Museum.
It should.
Dusty's
It
Ritz
should.
jacket.
So, but seriously, you would come back to Mason City. You would.
Yeah, no,
That
I
says
would.
a lot. I love it. Yeah.
I like Mason
Tommy,
City.
do you know anything about coming back to Mason City and working?
Nah, that's what I do. But I'm barely ever in town. I was on the road, but
Right.
I am technically stationed out of a office here. So yeah,
Yeah.
I've done some stuff in my job to help the community. So
Yeah.
feels good.
I ran into some people from Osage, where Dusty's from, and Mike Euchre and such, and at the fair today. And you could tell some of them had drank the water there. You know?
Yeah. All fucked up.
What is in the water there, Dusty?
He's just shaking his head. All right. Speaking of, remember our great trip we took to
Colorado.
Colorado Springs, yeah.
I remember
that
that.
was a great
to get
trip.
euchre.
To get Euchre. To that fancy jaded neighborhood.
That was awesome. It was a sweet house.
Such a sweet house. We did the incline.
Yeah. I think I won.
You did win.
You want a rematch?
God, I have it in my notes of.
Did you let me win?
God, I about died on that.
It's hard.
I was like, because we drove throughout the night. I bartended that night, and Dusty, like, I got off my shift. I left my car in the bar parking lot. It was like 9:30, 10, because it was like on a Sunday, I think. And then Dusty pulled up with like you guys in the car, and I hopped in like after my shift, and then we drove all the way through the night, and then we got
Yeah, because
there.
we got there right in the morning.
Yeah, I got there in the morning, and then I tried to sleep, and I couldn't. Mike's like, "All right, we're going to the incline." And I was like, and I purposely like I drove a lot that night because I was like, and I drank a bunch of coffee, then like dehydrated myself not to pee so I could get there quicker. And then I was so dehydrated, it was horrible. And that was when before Hale got yoked, because Hale wasn't
He
yoked.
was a whale of a Hale.
He's a whale of a Hale. And that was when he was like a total like addicted to a screen kid.
And root beer.
Yeah, and
And root beer,
sugary,
too.
like any food he ate had been like lathered in like a pound of ketchup.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, I got
and he made it up, and that's when I knew
I got a question.
he was
for
gonna get
Jace.
himself big and jacked someday. He made it up that hill. I go, you're gonna be big and jacked someday.
Oh, he's there.
Oh yeah, we went to Olympic Training Center. That was cool.
Yeah, that was sweet.
we took a sauna in there, and I remember like I was just like, you know, me like fat me in the sauna with my shirt off, and then like I'm in the Olympic Training Center, and I'm thinking through my head, I'm like, oh, good thing nobody else is here. You know, I feel awkward, like.
And then Kamal Bay walked.
Yeah, then like the Greco national team like comes up, and I'm like, I'm so fucking out of place here. I remember thinking in my head, like, please somebody else go. I'm gonna look like such a turd. And then I was like, oh, what's out? And then the
that's
Greco
funny.
team shows up, and I'm like, damn it.
Okay, so I'd like to
what
talk.
was that? Hold on, what was that?
Okay.
We went to that gas station that had the barbecue.
Oh my dude.
You used to always
What was
remember
that?
that.
Rudy's.
Rudy's. It was Rudy's. It was a great place.
Incredible place.
Yeah.
They should sponsor
And
this.
we got Mike and we brought him back to got him out of Colorado and brought him back to Iowa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one of the greatest people I've ever seen to giving inspirational talks to tasslers.
Euchre?
No, Euchre would. Like when Dusto, the 1 year he came back, I was working too. This is when I was younger and wilder too. So I like show up, be out all night, show up like to help Dusty the tassel at like 6 a.m. Like so Euchre's on the crew. And then like before even like people would go out, Euchre give like inspirational speeches to him about like giving effort, you know, and then like give kids like talks about proper nutrition. He'd be like, what'd you eat? They're like a Pop-Tart. He's like, that's trash. And then someone else is like, you gotta do better. But it was like always like before we go out, Mike would get up and give like talks.
Yeah.
And I remember because that year me and Mike like it was really flooded. I don't know, like into tasseling. So we like, if you use a tassel, like you go through like rows of corn, you like pick tassels. And that year there's a bunch of flood, so it's like hard to keep the kid in because there's a bunch of washouts. So me and Mike would just like go and like make sure people are lined up and not like. And so all summer it was me and Mike just roaming around together. One of my greater summers.
Yeah.
Got to spend a whole summer with Mike.
Detasseling's kind of fun.
It is, especially with Dusty.
I remember sneaking into Connor Weeman's row one time. fucking sprint down the aisle. Fucking he went boom into the mud.
Take that, Connor. The coolest guy in America.
he might be.
Oh,
He's
there
still-
was one time Tom got his phone smashed.
Dusty fucking ran over it. He goes, because Andy said, hey, look for Don's phone. He left it on the fender, and he goes, it wasn't in an orange bag, was it? He didn't have to run over it. He ran over it.
You know, so he had a fanny pack, and they had to go.
He said, I thought it was a hat. Well, why'd run over the fucking hat?
He wanted to.
Hey, speaking about inspirational speeches, I gave some to the Hogs today.
Did you?
I told them to think like a champion. Be a champion in your mind. Strut your ass around that ring, and you will be a fucking champion. I told them that.
Did they listen to you?
My grandkids were like, what the fuck is he doing? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, one of them was a reserve.
He was a champ.
Because he got fucked, or he would have won, you know?
You should have fought that other guy's grandpa.
No.
You should have went over there.
And
It's
all credit to the judge today. That gentleman judged Hogs all day long, and every single class he did, no matter age, no matter what, he did it incredibly well.
All right.
My hat's off to that guy.
All right. We're moving on from the guys judging the Don
Okay, at some point in time, I want to talk about
All right.
the Cincinnati Reds.
Okay.
Did you
What?
play for the Cincinnati
No.
Reds?
I played for the Mason City Red Hawks.
The Mason City. Mason City,
Listen,
Cincinnati.
Olds. Yeah.
What's the difference?
Close.
What's the
It
difference?
is the same.
But you
Close.
did play
Close.
for the Mason City Reds.
Hey, that's where you know
Red
what?
Hawks.
The
Hey,
Red
the
Hawks.
Red Hawks.
You know we should
Who
be.
all was on your team?
Hey, you know, no, hold on
shit.
1 second. We should be thankful for. You know, we had the story about him running out of the tunnel.
I'd
how
be more
crazy
thankful if he did play for the Cincinnati Reds.
I know, yeah,
You know, we'd be going to games right now.
yeah, that would
Instead
be
of just
cool.
watching you fucking
That'd
wrestle.
be way cool. Way cool.
more money if you're a professional baseball player.
Nothing against you.
Yeah, right.
No, but we could. He
being
probably
real.
want to. I think he's over his height and stuff. I think he'd be better off for wrestling than professional
But
baseball.
that was your first thing with. There's pressure on those traveling teams.
Yeah, we ranked.
That was
second
your
in the
first
country.
introduction.
But
to
he got
wrestling.
whacked
second-
out, so we should be lucky that he wrestles because there was a time period
Remember
where
he
he was
wore
whacked
those
out.
things around his neck too?
Yeah.
They thought would.
Dusty,
what were
you
those
have to.
called?
All right, Molly, you're in
what were
charge
those
of finding
What
us
were they
pictures.
called?
Your baseball necklaces.
Yeah. What were they called?
God, you look like such a little dork. We're like, quit wearing those. We try and tell you as a kid.
I wear like 5 of them.
Yeah, you'd have to. Your
For
baseball.
years, Dusty and Molly go, don't
Molly,
buy any
find a
baseball
picture,
bats
send
for
it
your
to me.
grandkids. Don't buy any baseball bats. We got tons of them.
Like he's getting too into baseball.
They called them titanium necklaces, or like they
You just got whacked
the
out.
lore
on
was
them.
that they had titanium, and they like somehow that made you a better.
You guys
baseball
worked
player.
harder than any little team I'd ever seen.
You guys are just all around.
Okay, well, your head coach he's a head coach. I mean,
Eric Burt, yeah.
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 He did a hell of a job.
All right. We don't want to
guys are
talk too
pretty-
much. We
we're
don't want to
pretty
talk
good.
too much about Red Hawk baseball.
Okay,
Because
but I
if we
just-
let him, he'll go down like a 20-minute, be like, so-and-so is all
That-
right.
I mean, but hey,
yes.
that discipline there certainly didn't help
Yeah,
him
I
later
know,
in
but
life.
we can't
Do you
say
ever think about that? Do you ever think about what you did there? I mean,
So,
does it ever come back?
Yeah.
Is
Sometimes.
there? It's in your memory bank.
Yeah, it was fun.
No, but is there ever times you think, that rep, that this and that, I did it so many times, I figured out how to do it. Did that help you at all in your quest to be where you're at right now?
Definitely.
Well,
did,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, what about there's this other place? Speaking of it, I see a shirt from there. That probably. Tell about the first time you Seabolt came over and you're giving directions to your house, DB.
So he's coming over, and I'm directing him in, and he's coming in from the front. So I'm up in front, and I see this thing turn off. It's dark or getting dark, whatever, and I see it turn off the highway, and I go. He goes, I just turned off the highway, and I go, are you driving a semi? It's my truck, man. It's just lit up, We get him in, a jolly fellow he was.
Oh, yeah.
I coached with Seabolt for a bunch of years, so
I did too.
I can make, we love him, and we can make fun of him. He's our buddy.
Should get him on here someday, Jace. You should start harassing him about
I
it.
can. Yeah.
See that?
That would be a
Get
good
Tom and
episode.
Terry on here. Yeah.
That would be fucking awesome.
Do you know what Annerly considers his greatest athletic accomplishment?
What?
What's
Breaking Seabolt's nose.
All right, we'll just leave it there.
There we go. I said it. Annerly, he's gonna hunt you down.
Oh, there's two peas in a pod.
I do. I want to go over Don's the text he sent me on Easter this year.
Do you have it? Where's your phone?
I have it.
Yeah, let's
But
hear
I
it.
remember it.
Okay.
Well, I'll read the chain. I guess.
And I guess if it's too bad, we'll have to.
Remember, I am
believe
his
it was,
spiritual leader.
Yeah.
I look after
Yeah.
my boys. I have an investment.
There
in
was
them.
one day Basil is over here, and Basil is saying that Donna's trying to claim he doesn't fuck with Basil, and then Basil brought up a text message he sent earlier in the day, and we couldn't read it on the.
Shit, I
we
forgot
couldn't
about
read
that.
it because it would have been too much.
I can read this one. You think?
Yeah, all right.
I caught the Easter bunny this morning and butt fucked him. It was on Easter morning to just me and Hale. I said, haha, did he like it? I don't think he was fond of it, but at least I catch and release. That's how I hunt deer, too.
Yeah.
And then you said something about, there was another one about rabbits.
Hey, let's not bring up rabbits. I just got back from the fair.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything to those rabbits
You didn't do anything?
now
today.
not today.
we're
Okay,
just
okay.
here. This could be the whole block of stuff we'll cut out if we decide to, or maybe not. Hey, what's that? Yeah, Jace needs to tell you thank you for something. Jace, the joke we keep having to cut out that you want to do.
Oh, well, this is actually serious. Okay, when Hale was born, well, I babysit him several times, but when Hale was born, I babysit Jace. And I was with him for several hours, and then they came back because it was, I don't know. They couldn't do it. Dusty was super happy. Thought he was going to beat me up. So I didn't fucking do anything. You know what I mean? So they went back again for a long time, and I never sexually abused Jace once.
Well,
Not
thank you.
one time.
Thank you for that.
You know? Okay, I'm gonna say it right now. I babysit Darren Jones. I never sexually abused him either. His dad was my wrestling coach. You know.
He's a doctor.
You guys, yeah,
a
good
successful
babysitter there.
doctor. in town.
right. So see, I'm a good guy.
Yeah.
All right, and if this gets
Fuck yeah, good. I guess I'm
All
getting
right.
excited though.
and if this gets kept in,
Shit over.
he said it during the Anderley you got brought up. He said it, we cut it because we didn't think it was there, and then we had to stop him the last episode.
I thought
from
you
saying
thought. I thought you thought that it would offend Anderley.
that. Yeah. No, I don't know.
He's easily offended.
Right.
He's never been yelled at.
or
he's a
screamed
sensitive
I
at.
think we'll permit it because the joke's about someone here. So I think we can do that.
boy. We can permit it.
We can permit it. Oh.
Why would you rather I sexually abused him?
No, it's good you didn't.
Thank you. That's what I was saying.
Good job. Oh, hey, we know what we got to do? There's someone we need to make fun of here. Reed.
Oh, yeah. So me and Seth in high school, we used to, like on the bus rides and stuff, we used to call Reed gay.
I don't know, maybe keep that out.
You're keeping that one out?
No, maybe I don't know.
Hey, Rhodey. Hey.
Let's go, Rhodey.
Hey. Oh, but you got to hand him that.
Dusty, go sit in
gotta hand
that.
him
take
that.
this.
Dusty, go sit in that chair. We're gonna ask you some questions. I'm gonna turn the mic on. And then talking to that mic. We're gonna get Dusty in here.
Let's go.
All right, and then don't.
Let's go.
This one might be a long one.
That's
Seems
fine.
like going pretty good. I got a lot of notes.
Please.
Thank you.
Just
And thank you.
Will you
Fat
take
Hale.
Will you
Thank you,
take
Fat
your
Hale.
shirt off so we can try and thirst trap some people? All right, we are back.
We're back.
Second break. Someone had to go to the bathroom. The old guy again.
I didn't go to the bathroom. I dribbled.
That was a
Okay.
strong stream, I heard.
That wasn't bad.
No, it was a good one.
Hey, thanks
Right.
for listening to it, man.
Now we
Appreciate
have
your care.
Dusty on mic.
Brother cares.
Dusty,
man.
talk. You might have to get close.
You hear
Say
me
something.
all right?
Yeah, we hear
All
you.
right.
All right, we got Dusty in the background. Dusty is Jace's father. You know what? Speaking of Dusty,
America.
or there's another chant I like to chant, Adam. There's another chant I like to chant, Adam. I'm gonna tell you this little story. So, my junior year in high school, I had Jim Cornick, previous guest for my first 2 years of high school. Then we got this new, young, up and rising guy
From Pocahontas.
from Pocahontas. He's coming from the small town.
Got third place trophy.
He's
in
gonna see
Pocahontas.
what he could do in the big city. So he moved. He moved from he came to Mason City. And I
Had
remember-
stoplights and shit. Dusty from Mitchell County wasn't used to those things.
I lost my train of thought.
Sally's Polk. Yeah, it was in Sally's
So
Polk.
we're at Sally's Polk. We're wrestling, and the crowd is very rowdy, and they're like chanting a bunch of stuff. At one
At
point,
Southeast Polk?
yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
was
his
my
first
junior
duel.
year. It was his first duel.
Yeah.
We go to Southeast Polk.
You were overweight.
I was
at
overweight.
52.
I was fat. I cut it too close. Sometimes I wasn't the most dedicated. I was not like Jace.
That was one of the things that
I was
I
not like Jace.
That was the main thing I learned from Dusty that day, because I met him and because I drove in and he said Tommy's overweight, and I like freaked to go find you, and he goes, stop. Number one, would you do that for every other kid? And number two, he's already down to weight because I yelled at him. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, well, he was 2/10 over and I screamed at him. He got really scared, so he lost 2/10.
I wrestled.
And you can. I mean, I've done that with kids. Just fucking blow a gasket.
I wrestled
And they'll lose
40
weight.
later in the year,
You get
just for
scared.
a
later in the year.
You get
reference.
scared and you lose weight.
Yeah, if you get super scared, I don't know, Dusty, you're the one that told me about it, but it seems to work for me. Even if you stand kids on their head for a while, then put them back on a scale.
Yeah, I went down to 40 later in the year, just to tell you. So I was not cutting any weight. I just was
We've
like
tried
trying
it
to
all.
cut it as close as I could.
Yeah.
I've been in judo
All right, but
too,
so we get to the thing.
swimming in the river.
All right, so we get to the duel, and they're chanting crazy shit. We had this big jack guy. Maybe we can get him on. His name's Ben. But he was just freaking jacked. And when
He and Alex Stricker won.
yeah, when he took off his poopy pants, we'll maybe get him on, or Detective Poopy Pants, as I should say. He's a detective in the Iowa City Police Department.
Yeah, it's horrible that you call him that, but
Yeah, should have him follow you.
Detective Poop. Who's that?
he's a great guy. Guy's name's Alex Stricker. He's a policeman. He's been a policeman a long time. Down
Great
in Iowa
human
City.
being. His kid
truly is.
His
truly is.
His kid got 6 this year.
Yeah, and he just won the beach thing too.
Yeah, so he's all Because
his kid goes to Lisbon. The guy's a cop in Iowa City. But.
So he won there. I'm doing the Donnie and super fucking sidetrack from the story. Jeez. But so we get there. The really jack guy takes a singlet off, or takes a warm up off and like puts a singlet up, and they start chanting steroids. Later, one of our kids gets a bloody nose, and they start chanting AIDS. And then later they came up with their own
chopper.
They came up with their own
chopper. And you gotta hand it to him. That was fucking good.
They start
Packed
chanting.
house for Southeast Spoke to beat the fuck out of Mason.
And then they start chanting, "We've got paved roads, you've got dusty roads. We've got paved roads, you've got dusty roads."
I look at Dusty, I go, "Hey, welcome to 3A, I guess." Don't normally have that.
Not much has changed down there.
That was your first
in South Polk County.
That was your first duel.
It was a Dusty, as Don would say, back when your dad would be like mad and his eyes would be doing the Dusty crazy eyes. He'd be like, "Dusty is hot, just be careful." And as we would say that Dusty was hot, he was just fucking ready to run up into that crowd.
You know,
Dusty is a consummate professional. He didn't do anything, but you could just see in his eyes, he's like,
well, Dusty, while you're here to defend yourself, we've been talking about your eyeballs rolling around your head. Now, listen, the story goes, as I've been told it, that in Osage, there was a small tornado that went through and you got sucked up in it. And after you came down from that, that's when your eyeballs first started rolling around your head. What is that? What did he say, Dusty?
You also tell everybody that I don't have a date of birth. I have a date of finding.
You do.
In a cabbage
You
patch.
do have a date of finding. He's found in the cabbage patch.
That is a very recycled joke Don does for everybody.
No, but that's
yeah.
But hey, Dusty was found in a lettuce garden. Anderly was found at the sewage treatment plant outlet in the river. You know, there's a difference there.
Oh yeah,
the lettuce is gentle and green.
So that that chant, that fond memories of that, sitting in that gym, hearing that, and like giggling to myself in my head, keeping it straight.
Okay, at this time, I'm gonna relinquish my seat to another Rhodes, my little buddy.
Don's running out of steam.
The confirmation sponsor, Hale Rhodes. Hale, please join us.
We got a trade.
Please join us, Hale, and I. Please take my seat with great honor.
All right, we're probably gonna have to make Don leave and outside because he's gonna talk too much in the background. All right, ran out of steam. You're in front of the camera.
See you, Don.
Where are you going? All right, Hale. We were talking earlier. Dusty, were you here when we talked about how Don had to come in and Jace to talk about being mean to Hale when he was little? You, as a father, can you speak of that?
Yeah, he was a complete dick to Hale.
See, it's overblown. I think I don't think I was anything but nice to Hale.
It's not really overblown from firsthand experience.
I think it was always Hale was the instigator.
Well,
I know Hale as a kid was the nicest little kid in the world.
Okay, hold on.
I remember one time it came out and he like spilled a bunch of bubbles because he's trying to refill a gun. It was like too big for him. And there's just a pile, and he like was like, "I'm sorry." You're like, "Here, we'll help." And he's like scared. You would have just filled him up and been like, "Whatever." Like,
yeah.
I think Jace, when Jace said I was an instigator, there is some truth to that. But there were also times where Jace would just pick on me for absolutely zero reason.
I used to get mad when you would play video games and watch YouTube at the same time.
That's what kids do. They need like 50 screens. You're an old soul.
I used to get mad about it.
Why did you get so mad about it?
Well, Jay's kind of his old soul. I think some of it was he had to spend a lot of time with like old wrestling coaches. So he was like, he was around like Don, me, Jake.
Andy.
So he had to like be the adult in the room as a 9-year-old, like run track wrestling to tell us like what, like.
They're seasoned.
Yes. Yeah. So he had to run track wrestling. All right, so Dusty and Molly, you got to get us pictures. Molly, you're going to have to go through, find a picture and send them like some pictures of Don and Jace. We're going to put them on when we talk. All right. Oh, there's a golden one up there.
Well, the one with a beer?
Yeah, you were
holding the beer?
Yeah, no, you're not. You're on a bar stool holding a shot glass. And Dusty's people maybe think Dusty's next to him, like holding him up on the bar stool. And people may think Dusty has a drink in his hand. That's not. That is a spittoon.
A spittoon?
Yeah.
What is that?
His little
What's a
thing
spittoon?
His little thing is his he would have his like whatever your plastic cup with napkins in it. He's holding that. That's what he's
the
holding.
spitter.
The spittoon is an old
spittoon.
term. Like they had metal in like the
Okay.
1800s. You kids
Spittoon.
into history or just YouTube and TikToking?
A little bit of history. Like
Little
what
bit,
kind of, it depends. What kind of history are you talking about?
I don't know, just all kinds of stuff. I don't even want. Yeah, I don't. I don't want to get into that.
What do you think?
Hale-
What do you think of the Epstein files being deleted?
We had that joke that probably didn't land. I'll have to cut it earlier about me the Epstein thing. But yeah, we'll cut that. We'll just talk. But
You don't have to
think
cut
I
it.
should title this Epstein Survivor and see it gets like
Yeah.
10,000 people are all pissed in the comments. Like, we didn't find out anything new in the case. I am reading a book about it.
That's good for.
I am
views,
reading.
though.
I am reading a book about it. So if people out there, One Nation Under Blackmail by Whitney Webb.
Did you talk about the boys?
I'm starting the second volume. I've
Blackmail-
learned to read again.
Blackmail by who?
We're
Oh, you
done.
can't. You
We're not.
can't say. We can't say. Is it the? Is
No. I was like, is he? Is he?
Yeah, no comment. No more.
Yeah,
no
no, we're
further
not.
comments.
All right, so let's go look through my notes. All right, people, this is
Yeah.
note time.
You had
Don's
some
in the
good-
back.
You had some really good notes.
I don't know. Hey, do you ever see Kale Sonnen in the room when he's in there?
I've seen him a couple times. I haven't really talked to him, but yeah.
All right, because I like will
I'm good for now.
refer to Mason City as the mean streets of Mason City, and I just stole that line because when he would fight and do his like thing, he'd always refer to like I'm from the mean streets of Westland, Oregon.
Yeah.
You should just go challenge him to be on this podcast. So you should go to you're from the mean streets, go to the real mean streets of Mason City to do the Don's podcast.
Yeah, those are the real ones.
Yeah. So that's when you see him, just bring up Don's podcast and you think you should do it. Okay. Hey, they have like 100 subscribers.
Dude, that could be huge.
100 people.
Yeah.
But we expect with this one to get the cool kid crowd. You guys cool with that X,
Yeah.
the Twitter, as old people call it?
Yeah, I'm on X.
All right, so you'll
Twitter.
send it out and you'll get people to watch all your cool, the young hip guys.
Yeah.
Don,
honestly.
what do you gotta like and subscribe, right? What do you kids say for videos? Hale, will you do it?
I have no
tell the people out there what we need to do. You need
People need to like and subscribe and share Don's Garage
Mike's back.
on YouTube.
Subscribe, share.
Give it to us, man.
and get the
If
alerts.
you need your teeth fixed, you go to Bergmar.
We have the technology.
If you
If you
need,
need your beer, you go to Fat Hill.
all right, let's go. Yes, and out of frame. All right, let's go through my notes. All right, hey, there's a quick note. Do you think your father has ever watched like wrestling matches from either of you, like multiple times, more than a couple?
Yeah. Yes.
There was one time, yeah. I always, if I like had to picture Dusty, like Dusty be at home by the computer, chewing, watching wrestling matches of his children. There was one time I was like, "Hey, Dusty, Andy told me like Jace had a cool lift," and Dusty's like already had the tournament on flow up, and then like, "Here, come look," and like that tournament on flow, he like clicks to the match, and then like in his head he had like the timestamp, and it was like,
It's right here. It's right there.
right here. It's like, you watched this a couple times.
Yeah.
Dusty, do you have anything to say about your?
I wasn't really listening.
All right. Dustin, Don was distracting you. All right, Don, you might get banished if you talk too much in the background. It's called pulling a Dave. Show more. We had the one guy our first episode just wanted me quiet.
I heard that.
What I
Yeah.
got from it is I like watching wrestling. That's
do?
what I got from it. Yeah, I do.
You do? No, but you love your sons. You like watching your
Love
sons.
watching. Yes, love it.
That is a good thing. And they're next to each other, so it's like easy to go visit them both at the same time.
Yeah.
You go hit up like the Simpson Open and then go to like an Iowa duel
Well, I mean,
on like a Sunday.
I
We have to
remember-
split up sometimes to watch, but
I
then we
remember,
get back in. Yeah,
But it
it's
works
good.
out
It's all
sometimes
good.
how the schedules where you'll have like a perfect weekend where he has a duel on Friday and then you guys Saturday you can go
Well,
watch
Yep,
him
yep,
somewhere.
it works.
I remember,
we figured out.
Remember during the summer, since I was going to Co, it's we'll see each other at the Luther Open. But then Jace ended up not going to
Aw.
Luther Open.
I'm a 2-time Luther Open champion.
Let's go.
He is.
Let's go.
Not to brag or anything, but
But I don't think.
All right.
What things have you guys had to split up?
Let's go.
I can't remember.
Let's go, Peebo. Let's go. All right. Speaking of championships in wrestling, all right, you had an injury. When will you be cleared? Because you got to
middle to late August.
Because you got to get back
on the mat.
You got to get back a title, but you might not be able to try and get it back this year.
August 9th. Yes.
August 9th. Your dad is very worried about that. So, Jace hurt his shoulder. What did you all do in a duel last year against Oklahoma State?
I tore my labrum and my lat.
All right, so you're having surgery. You're back, and Dusty's all worried because we're like, there's this big Mason City like wrestling get together, and it's always like, so a bunch of people. This guy run a kids program, Todd Krieger, very interesting guy. A guy we'll get on here from a very tough family. The Krieger family is in Mason City. People know in the wrestling community. Tim, the coolest of the bunch is Herb. All right, and everybody knows that Herb Krieger's coolest man in America. But they have this big like wrestling. We go up to they have this beautiful acreage out in the country. But like Jace would always go there when he was little because Dusty comes up and he'd always get wrestled by like the older guys, and it'd always just be Jace in the middle, like 100-pound Jace wrestling like having 5 dudes. So then a couple years ago, Jace came and just took control. He got bigger. He went to college.
He fucked him up.
You beat him. But I don't know if that was a good thing because you left Travis and Max. They couldn't beat you physically anymore, so then they went to mental warfare.
They did go to mental warfare.
And I told you, but you're too much of a like, I ain't losing. I'm like, dude, I don't know. Just let them have a takedown. Then they'll be vicious. And then they just all night.
I mean,
even Dusty tries to say he doesn't, because Dusty, does the like, don't. He's like, come on, guys, relax on Jace, and then Dusty's like, no, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. Dusty, you were trying to protect Jace. It got bad. Even I felt bad.
They were pretty brutal, and that's how they are, and that's why we love them. And they've known Jace since he couldn't walk. So I'm I'm okay with it. He doesn't need to wrestle those guys at that event this year.
I know, but you've been so worried about it. You're like, no wrestling at the event. And I'm like, he's not, but I was going to mess with you. Like, he's going to be cool. But then a year later, I didn't see it happen. I happened to be away. I was around. I was on the other side.
I got put on my back for a split second. In freestyle, it would have been 4. In folk style, it would have been nothing.
And then they just quit right away.
Yes.
He just quit. But that's a smart old man move. And then you got mad, but we said by old man rule wrestlings, if you get up, you can quit. You were like, he had a kid, so he got that privilege.
Yes, yes.
So, Jace,
he got the best of me. Max got the best of me that day. In that moment.
I have a question. This is Don, former table member.
Okay.
Yes. Word on the street is that you have worked out with Christopher Minto before.
A long time ago. It would go a little bit differently.
He's bigger than you now,
I think.
You remember that? He was like in 7th grade, I think. He was washing my windows and shit.
Yeah.
And I brought him up there to work out and shit.
Yeah.
And he goes, we left, and it didn't go so well for him. You know what I mean? And he's going about hand fighting. He goes, I'm not used to that shit. Yeah. But he turned out okay.
He is a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, he's a badass. But anyway, you did wrestle him. I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw you manhandle.
And he's
Christopher.
He was good then too. I mean, fucking freak athlete, dude.
Okay, I'm done. Just wanted to.
All right.
Hey, I'm not saying anything bad about Christopher.
He'll pop in with something off topic of what we're talking
It's
about.
like
again.
a 50-pound weight
All right,
difference.
take the mic from him. Don't set it there. You're gonna drop it. Hey, Dusty.
Well,
you get it on the edge of the table.
At Krieger's, me and Jace, I think, are the basketball champs, still the reigning basketball champs over Max and Trav.
The one year I beat Parker, but old man got him. And I waited until a little later in the night, savvy.
Yeah.
Held it off.
That's smart.
Smart move. Waited for him a little bit. He let him wear it because
then you could overpower him.
Then he's, not quite what he was.
Yeah.
He's had a couple whiskeys and slowed down. But yeah, so Dusty's just so worried but he's not going to wrestle. We're not going to allow him. You know who's going to have to be and stand up in his stand? It's you.
It's going to be me.
You got to wrestle Max.
I'm not letting Max beat me. That's all I have
to say. You got to go.
I have to say on that
Max,
topic.
we're going to get this. You're going to watch this. Travis will be there since his shoulders don't work and he can't participate.
He's a pussy.
He's just going to do mental warfare.
He's a pussy.
He's going to see this. All right, just get ready. I think I'm going to bring this up there.
Yeah, you should.
We're going to bring it up.
Yeah.
We'll have a little interview with Herb. We'll get a Parker interview.
We could do a pod there.
I think we are.
That would be nice.
I know. I'm supposed to get Travis lined up for the day before. I got to get that worked out. I might just drive like 2 hours back from where I'm working and just go do it and then drive back to the job.
You should.
Or at night. We'll be done. So we're the 9th. We're going to do that. We're going to record an episode. We'll bring this up. We're rolling together. You guys can help be my roadies. Yeah. All right. Anything else in my notes? Hale, do you have anything you want to talk about? Was I nice to you as a coach?
Yeah, Tommy, you were nice to me.
I was, yeah.
You were very nice to me.
Because you were nice, since I never did coach Jace, but it's all right. I'm still friends with him. I did coach you for 2 years. I did want to kill him one time, though, for a little bit.
Kill me?
No, him.
Why?
Crackdown. You just couldn't defend Crackdown.
Oh, yeah.
And he had that. He did get it, though, later. But he'd always do the same. And he had that, like, Hale look where he's like, I didn't want to kill you.
The Hale look?
But,
no, it would drive Anderley nuts.
Andrew would be pissed every time I got into Crackdown. He'd be so mad,
and then you would get mad at him. So I remember the one time he's like, "He's not doing this." I'm like, "Jace, he wasn't in Siebel. He hasn't been drilling this stuff like 10 million times."
Then a funny thing about that when me and Jace would go up and like just drill in the room randomly. We'd be drilling. I might not be the best drill partner.
Oh,
he'll push off and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, "My bad."
I would spaz from time to time.
And then
I wonder where you learned that. I would see that in the NIAC room sometimes. One of the assistants would do that same thing. What the F are you doing? You don't know how to drill.
No. And then
I picked up a thing or two.
Picked up a thing or two from TJ.
What the F?
But then when me and Jace when we were doing Iberas over COVID. There would be times where we'd go on like 5 at the end or something, and we'd start almost like throwing punches at each other, and we'd start like pushing each other in the face, and Alex would just be like, "All right, we're done for the day."
I tried to get him on, but he'd be so squirrely. Yeah. Will you challenge him?
Ibera?
Ibera, you have a bad back?
Ibera, get the fuck on the podcast.
All right, if he doesn't, Jace, when you're cleared, go. You're going to go like force him to work out with you. So that's your choice.
Yeah.
Jace is going to get cleared, and one of his first workouts is going to be with you.
Yep.
He has a lot of aggression. Pen it up. So either you go on the pod, or Jace is coming for you. Hale, and also, you know what we got to get to is, Hale, you got to take your shirt off for the ladies. Yeah, because Basil's like the top one, and it's probably because in the thumbnail, like the girl's like, "Hey, let's see what's here."
God. Well, first step is getting that shirt off. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that shirt off.
What about you? No, take your shirt off for the thumbnail.
Do it.
No, it's becoming like this whole big thing. It feels a little gay.
No, but Jace, funny thing about Alex, it was last year. I went to the shed to do something to wrestle with Christian, and his ankle is still messed up. It had been for like 3 years.
He fucked up his ankle drilling with me one day, and he spazzed.
Oh,
He completely spazzed.
It was all fuck.
Oh, it's so dramatic.
Yes, exactly.
Rising to the college story, I'll tell him about it when you're done.
He'll like something. He would do something in his back. He just starts limping around.
What time?
I'm sorry. I forgot to take my meds today.
Ibera. Okay, so you guys know what Ibera was when he's like in his 40s. He was my coach when he's in his 20s.
Oh God.
So he's like, he's got a little nicer with age, but he used to run like our preseason conditioning, and we just have to go do just like horrible shit with Al. And I remember one day we were on this run, and Al would always run with us. Al's a good runner, so be like,
I have a question from the audience.
All right, we're interrupting the thing again. All right, what?
Okay, I have a question for the Rhodes brothers.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Do you specifically remember an assistant coach that your dad had that looked like a leprechaun and might have picked on you?
I believe his name was Andy Thompson.
Yeah.
You do remember this man that I speak of?
He's known by Abe Lincoln in the Fort Dodge realm.
Fort Dodge area.
All right.
So, okay. I just wanted to know.
All right. I'm muting that now.
Hey.
All right. So, yeah, right. We're on this run. We're on this run. We got to get, this is Don. It's like herding cat. So we're on this run. Hold on. Just go off camera and do it real quick.
No, he's fine.
No, just go here. All right. And then so Al freaking rolls his ankle and we like catch up because he's out in front of us because he's in front of the pack. And Steve's kind of by where I'm at, the head coach at the time. And he sees Steve and he's like, I seriously hurt my ankle. I seriously hurt my ankle.
Completely spazzing.
Seriously hurt my ankle. Next day we have practice, he's like fine. And everybody's like, oh, you seriously hurt your ankle. But always be very dramatic about injuries.
I remember, I don't know who told us the story, but it was with him in his locker. Now he's OCD about that stuff.
Oh yeah.
And so I think like they took a picture before when it was unlocked.
No, this is what we did.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if you told me this, but
so he has OCD and he has like with a lock. So like he like would check it. So like when he's done, he like when he's gonna go leave the locker room, he like check it a bunch and he pull it like 4 times or 3 times. And he had to do it so many times. And then when he would leave, if you would ask him if his locker was locked, he would have to instinctively like go make sure it was locked, even though he didn't. So like they used to just fuck with him, and they would be like, "Is your locker locked?" And like, right when he's about ready to walk out the door, and he'd come back. Yeah, come back, Jace. And he's like, "Oh shoot, Jace is waiting in line to pee after Don." So he's like pulling the locker, and then he'd like go to leave. And our one coach, he's built like a cinder block. He would like always like mess with him, and like the head coach Steve would be like, "Hey Al, are you sure you locked your locker?" And he'd have to come back. So the one day, so he went to shower.
Yeah.
And they closed his locker and put the locker back on like it was unlocked for the picture. He gets out of the shower and they open it again so it doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
That's how he left it. So then Spank waits for him to drive like the time he knows it'll take him about like 20 minutes to get home.
Yeah.
Al like he times it like perfectly. He's just about ready to pull in his driveway and Spank sends him a picture of the open lock. He gets so pissed he drives all the way back to Mason City, checks his locker that's locked, and has to drive all the way back. He was so pissed for just days over it. But
yeah, no, that's just how Al is.
Yeah, he has a bunch of quirks, and then some of his friends. And I'm like one of the nicer ones. I don't mess with him like I used to.
He had us listening to.
I don't.
Alex,
I'm nice to him.
Alex had us listening to jazz when we wrestled.
Good.
And he'd be like in the corner like while we're drilling. He'll just be like imitating playing the drums just in the corner the entire time.
Oh, here, one of my favorite things is I had a friend who was a teacher at the school. And being allowed to send him like messages messing with you to him to show you during school.
Brian Fisher.
Beat that out. But I remember just being like send someone, Jace is like a senior in high school, send some like harassing dumb message.
Yeah, I would get a snap in the middle of class from Tommy. And it would be me and Keaton on our computers. like because we were like away from his desk kind of, and I'd get a snap and it was just me and fucking Keith working on our computers.
So I'd send him pictures of himself.
It was
and,
weekly.
Like, yeah,
it was a weekly deal.
And like ask him what he's doing. Like is that what because he would like do his math homework in his class a lot.
Who?
That econ.
Oh yeah.
And they'd be like, "Are you doing your math homework?" Or sometimes send ridiculous stuff that I don't want to say on here.
Yeah.
Speaking of things getting texted me during class, when I was in my bio class my sophomore year, and Jace and Keaton were seniors, it's middle of class, and I get a text from Jace, from him and Keaton. They're like, "Hey, can you ask Pat to let us in?"
Yeah, it was Pat Kruger's class.
Pat Kruger, and he's like, "Hey, can you let us in? Can you ask Pat to let us in?" I'm like, "No, I'm not going to do that."
Why were you on your phone during class?
That's what they texted me back. He's like, "Why are you on your phone?"
Shouldn't have been on
but they're on
their
their phones.
But we had an off period.
They had an off period.
Your off period.
And so there was one day I asked Pat, like, "Hey Pat, is it cool if Jason Keaton come in?" He's like, "No, they can't come in." And then there was one day that you guys
got pissed.
You guys walked in and he got pissed.
He's a pussy ass bitch.
Hey Molly, will you talk for a little bit? We want to ask about about you getting mad at, or Dusty, tell it for a little bit. So back in the day, Molly didn't like Don at first when he moved. Will you tell that story?
I'm not 100% sure she didn't like Don. She just didn't understand Don.
Because he would send really weird messages. Because you guys had like
back when it was. That's back when there was real like voicemail, like not voicemail on your cell phone, but an answering machine at your house.
Yeah.
And he would leave the same kind of messages he does, like he texts us now, which are completely
nonsensical or outrageous.
Outrageous is probably a good word if you don't know Don, and Molly didn't. And then like one day he shows up at our house and he just is looking in the dining room window.
Now I'm here to defend myself.
And I don't know.
No, I mean I was banned for a little while. So,
I don't think you were ever banned.
Not banned, but
I just feel like
we
she's
decided
like,
to approach Molly that I would just sit outside, and that way she couldn't hear me. So I would sit out there. And we were just fucking with everyone and ourselves. But so I would sit outside, and they would just sit in there like they're. And Molly
I wonder how a lady didn't know you could think that was weird.
You know what I mean? And I just sit out there and drink beer and go, "Hey, how you guys doing?" You know?
Yeah, believe it or not, a lady from Alden moving to the Alden to Storm Lake to Pokey, moving to the big city, probably scared. Crazy old man out in the driveway.
It all worked out.
Crazy
It worked
old man
out.
on the driveway.
You guys are now best friends, and look at we're all hanging out.
Well,
as a
we're family. I feel like, or about as damn close to it as you can get. Yeah.
Spiritual mentor.
No, Dusty's getting soft.
spiritual
You know what?
mentor.
Hey, the other day, Dusty's getting soft with age. He told me he loved me. I was
Whoa.
Dusty told me he loved me. I think it was maybe one of the first few, time I heard you tell me that. And I was like, I love you too, Dusty.
I've never done that, Dusty.
Maybe you do, but it hasn't said it that much. But I remember I was like, you're like, all right, see you, Tommy. I love you. I'm like, I love you too, Dusty.
Hey,
You've had a big impact on my
love
life.
you, Tommy. Love you, brother.
Love you.
One
I
love.
love here for
love the
everybody.
berries.
It's
love
one
the
love.
berries.
That's one of the things
love.
here. We got a lot of love. Don, you love these people?
MC Strong.
Yes, damn right.
MC what?
MC Strong.
MC Strong.
All right.
Fucking
What
A.
else? We got probably getting close to
Fucking A,
the
right.
end. We're almost an hour and a half in.
There's one thing.
Why are you walking in front of the camera?
That's all right, because something we need to talk about.
It's fine.
Again, before we split for the night, if your teeth are sore or you have any issues at all, as a testimony to you, I wish that you will go to Bergmeyer Dentistry. They will help you feel better and look better. And then when you feel better and look better, you might want to go to Fat Hill Brewery for a beer to smile at your friends. Thank you.
One of the things that sticks out to me, and this is not a wrestling story or a sappy story. I love Tommy and the Berries story. But one day when my kids were not very old, and a mean lady caught them on her roof.
Oh, we talked about it. You were here. You missed
I
it.
wasn't here.
Dusty, go with it, because Dusty, you can verify those little bastards were up on our roof.
Those little
They're
fuckers,
sitting
man.
right there. Go ahead, Dusty. Tell them about it.
Yeah, we
Well,
got
Molly and I were both here, and I could understand it completely if I was just here and not paying attention. I could understand that.
See, fuckers, I told you I wasn't lying.
But but we're both here, and Julie comes out not wanting to tattle on anybody, and the boys have been asking, "Can we go around the house? Can we like run around the house?" Like, I don't know why not. That's fine. Go play. And they figured it out. They wanted to get on the roof. I don't know. I have a feeling whose idea it was, and who kind of masterminded it.
Could not have been me.
Yeah, they had access. It's not a high roof on that part, but they had access to a pretty high roof. Julie was worried about you guys.
yeah. So
And
yeah.
then their punishment
Always.
their punishment was Julie would take him up to the candy drawer. There was no
yeah, that's about.
There
Okay.
was no punishment. There was no
You guys want
punishment.
candy? You know what? One time I was babysitting Jason. I like had true fear in my heart. Right. So Dusty was like, when you came to May City in your late 20s. So Dusty's like young and ready to like fuck people up. So like when he'd wrestle, he'd just fuck us up. And he was like kind of younger, like very, like didn't fuck around much. So he was running a pretty tight ship. And I was babysitting you, and I thought I maybe accidentally taught you a swear word because I'm reading a book. You're kind of looking, and all of a sudden you're starting to say fuck, and you're like pointing and saying fuck, and I'm like, oh my god, I babysitting him. You're going to come home dropping F-bombs. Dusty's going to be like, what the fuck happened? Jace didn't know that word, so my heart's like, oh no, Dusty's going to be pissed.
He would have heard that word before. I'm just saying. But
I don't want him to be like, he's not dropping F-bombs. I come babysit. Freaking 2-year-olds dropping F-bombs now. That's not a good look. It's not a good look. And then I'm like, and then all of a sudden I see what he's pointing to, and it's a fox. And I was like, oh, he's like, fuck. And I'm like, oh, yes, a fox. Woo, yes, that is.
That is a fox.
That is a fox. All right. I'm not going to feel like, all right, great, that fucking heathen came in here. My 2-year-old's fucking dropping F-bombs, getting kicked out of fucking kindergarten. So, yeah. And then another one of my favorite things Jace used to do as a kid is when he discovered his pockets.
Oh yes,
because Jace is a kid, and Jace is like a kid that was like put in like a Russian science experiment military to like make cute kids to like infiltrate, just because he's like just this cutest little kid. And he'd come up to you and he'd be like, he found out his pockets and he was obsessed with putting like toys in his pockets, and he'd be like, Tommy, I'm like, yeah, Jace, like, I put it in my pocket, and he'd like put his toy in his pocket, and then he'd like come take it out and he'd be like, I put it in my pocket. So he would always tell Jace, like, if like Jace is gonna wrestle a big match, like, go put that guy in your pocket. I'd send him just stupid messages, like before your senior year, being like, everybody's like, try good, Jace, and I'm like, hey, put that motherfucker in your pocket. I'd say something else ridiculous, like, fuck Louisiana. Sherman would have fucking marched to the south, would have been bigger and longer.
Hey, yeah.
So, yeah. But Jason just always puts things in his pockets. And then you didn't understand then Dusty later how some pants didn't have pockets, but he didn't understand the concept. So he just put toys. Dusty, and then you tell about how at the end of the night you'd find a bunch of toys in the end of his like pants because he just shoved shit down, didn't realize this is like.
What's the point of pants without pockets? Dude?
Yeah, like put it in the pocket. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Jace, you got anything to add? You're gonna get your bros to like this.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll send it to my buddies.
right.
I'll send it to Reed, obviously.
Oh,
as we talked about him earlier.
It's like, I'm busy. I'm watching a bunch of David Goggins things I've seen for 8,000 times.
I don't stop when I'm tired. I stop when I'm done.
Be hard. Okay. Reed.
Okay, Reed, cool.
Personality outside of this. We can still believe this, but we gotta.
Okay, funny thing. Reed had 2 David Goggins flags up in his dorm room.
Kids, and it's okay.
100% serious.
Kids, and it's okay to like things out there, but diversify.
Yeah.
Hold on, we gotta mute Don's mic. He's talking. So diversify the things you like. Don't let your personality just be one thing. Like,
I think he had 2 of David Goggins' books.
Yeah, but
in his dorm room.
Let your personality be like a bunch of things. Like, hey, you're a wrestler, but you're a lot of things outside a wrestler. You don't just like some kids. It's like you're other things in the world. You be good at a lot of things, but don't be one thing. Don't have one stick. Jace, you got anything to tell the kids out there? Work hard, sure. Find a good mentor like Don.
Yeah,
a real
find a
normal
good
guy.
spiritual mentor. Yep. Study hard. Stay out of the booze. Be nice.
Be nice. Have empathy. Nice.
And try hard, right?
Try really hard. All the time. Listen to the Don's Garage podcast whenever you can.
All right. You know what? I cannot wait for the October 9th when we record up there. All right. Dusty, you have anything to say before we go? I'm just thinking. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I fed you on mute. Go.
I don't know what I could add. You covered a lot of ground today. It's I don't know what this is all going to look like at the end, but appreciate you inviting us to be part of the gallery.
All right. And you know, hold on, real quick, Don. Wait. That's one of the better impromptu speeches I've seen Dusty itself there, but they're the best I've ever seen from Dusty. I'm not going to mention names, but we were at a wedding one time, and the groomsman gave one of the worst worst, or not the best man gave one of the best speeches or worst speeches ever. And Dusty was forced by the parents of the groom to give a second speech because the other one was so bad. So they Dusty's not for getting ready to give a speech.
Who's wedding?
It was one of his former wrestlers and then one of his buddy wrestlers. One of the guys was
a guy who was an assistant coach here with me for a while, and now is a head girls coach.
And the grooms.
Oh, okay.
And the groomsmen.
Yes, he's very nice.
And
guy.
the groomsman.
The groomsman was hammered and a great guy.
Great guy.
But gave hey, congrats, bro. Kind of a speech, right?
It made it. I'm not gonna say, but made a contradictory statement. Like that
It was rough.
So
it was rough.
So this guy we're talking about.
He's from Emmitsburg. He's from Emmitsburg. That will give you
which
that.
guy, Jace?
The groomsman or the person getting married?
The person getting married was the guy we all and I could understand why you'd be confused about that because I could see that going either way. But
okay, but the groomsman is the one who made the bad speech. I don't know. I don't think I know.
You don't know. You might know him, but probably not. And it was awful.
Fella?
No,
it was awful. And
a good wrestler.
I got coaxed by the parents to take the mic and
give an impromptu speech. It's so funny.
All right. I did all right.
He did a good job, but it's so funny because the one guy's up through half eyes closed,
it was rough. It was pretty rough.
It's just
he would tell you the same thing. That guy would tell you the same thing. Guy, he was a badass too. Emmitsburg guy, Wartburg guy, national champ. He was good.
So then,
okay.
So then Dusty had to take over. It's so funny because all of a sudden Dusty's like, all right, here's the secondary best man speech on the spot. But it was under pressure. Dusty did good.
Nice.
All right, Don, what do you want to say? What do you have?
Listen, first of all, for my friend Sir Dusty Rhodes, he's been one of my very best friends like 20-some years. But you know how he said that he thanked us for the invitation here? I didn't invite him. Did you, Tommy?
I did.
Okay, so,
that's what you had to add. That was your...
Yeah. And thank you, everyone. We appreciate you guys. Subscribe to our thing. Punch it. Make us super popular. And we'll make you better people. God bless you.
Last thing. Hale, this was an interview for you, Hale. And
what do you mean?
We did this last week with Burge. You got a title. You are our social media coordinator.
Oh, yeah, I am now.
You're going to have to create a Facebook Don's Garage group.
Yeah.
Let's go. Social media. All right, so Hale, you're in charge of our social media. You get our bros, and maybe you can get some more high-profile people to come. Yeah. We do one with Tom and Terry at the same time.
Oh, God.
That's never been done.
That'd be sweet.
You just start talking to them. Say, these guys are good. Say, Don's best friends with Keith Moreland. They know Keith. Keith was there when they first got to Iowa.
Yeah.
You've met Keith. We can't get him on. He's in Florida somewhere. We're going to track him down.
Should I try and get Coach O on here?
Yes, have him on. I think he gets annoyed with me sometimes because I'm like, it's like, God, you just don't age. Like, will you give me, next time I see you, will you give me like one of those Culligan big jugs of water from your tap? I'm sure that won't do anything. Because the guy's like, how old is he? And he's
just a beast.
He's probably 55.
Yeah, and he's like one of those dudes that's like,
he's huge still.
He's always been huge.
That's insane.
Sometimes you see the older guys, and that's not what they look like. They're chemically enhanced from their doctor.
Yeah.
It's just been like a that would be the Viking coming off a ship, and the people would be we are fucked.
Yeah. No, he's still huge.
It's gonna be bad. Hide my wife and my daughter. Oh yeah, you see him. What?
You're like, oh fuck.
We don't stand a chance.
We're done.
It was good while it lasted. All right, guys, thank you for everything. Remember, work hard.
Be nice.
All right, thank you guys. All right, make sure Dusty, it wasn't just, hold on, Dusty, say into the mic one more time. It's you okay it. It's come from
Did you?
Yes, that.
Tommy?
Yeah.
Who is the bigger, stronger Rhodes boy?
I think Tom's the biggest, strongest one over here. All right, that is it, folks.